So the entire ecosystem, what we are trying to build is phenomenal. I think you get a one-stop solution and you can utilize this one-stop solution for all your accounting or business needs, should I say.
Hello, you're watching Proactive. Joining me in the studio is Ankur Ghosh, the CEO of SSV Capital. Ankur, very good to see you again.
Thank you very much, and thanks for inviting me again.
Very welcome. So this is the first time we're chatting to you in 2026. Let's take a step back, look at 2025 and some of the achievements that SSV made last year.
Well, SSV was quite dynamic. Last year we started really well with the early redemption for all of our convertible loan note holders. Most of them has also reinvested back within the company, not only showing the strength of our balance sheet and a P&L, but also showing the strength our investors have for us. Most importantly, the exciting bit is when we uploaded all our P&L and balance sheet, it shows as a profit. And again, as SSV Capital PLC, our main focus is profit with a purpose. So not only that we have delivered the returns, but we have booked some real profit with purpose. Other than that, I think the core expertise was looking into the investable companies we were investing in, or rather associated companies. So if you start with the open banking, because we are very much focused on open banking, if you look, SmartPay has reached where it needed to be. So as SSV Smart Account, which we got the permission, we were seeking for permission, we got the permission, we have a safeguarding bank, and we will be launching anytime within Q2 of 2026. So overall, I was really pleased. Of course, there was a room of scope to again increase, but looking the most important thing, profit with purpose, as well as investors' happiness, that's all it takes for 2025.
Let's go through those one at a time. So with the convertible loan note redemption, how important was that reset for confidence and momentum?
SSV Capital PLC, like I said, is a very dynamic company. So we are driving innovation. We are incubating new projects under our own umbrella companies, and we are driving innovation for disruptive technology. And what it means is, like, if we are really focusing on SmartPay, which is an open banking, and if we are going through it and our investors, our shareholders or stakeholders or our partners are believing on that, and that company goes on to an accelerated model to get a venture capital or an institutional investment funding, we recharge it back to SSV Capital PLC, and therefore forecasting to our shareholders' needs to give them those kind of returns was very much crucial and very much essential. So yes, it meant a lot for us.
What's the focus for SSV SmartPay in 2026, Ankur?
2026 is all about, like, when we have commercially launched a couple of years, and then last year's it was a very drastic move. We are taking on new merchants. If you look, open banking synopsis has increased. 1 out of 3 people are using open banking. The real kind of, when I started SSV SmartPay, we didn't even know that what kind of focus it would have within the merchant or the customers. But today, open banking is becoming very popular. Pay by bank, account to account sections are getting very popular. The usual transaction side in the market are just over £400. We are doing about £250 to £300 of an average payment. So we are piggybacking with many different merchants who are coming and seeking solutions with a pay by bank. So we have now developed the WooCommerce, we have developed the e-commerce, we are potentially aiming to go on to Shopify. So there is a lot of need and demand for these kind of payment transactions. And of course, why not? Instant settlement, reducing transaction cost. You have got the app-in dashboard. So I'm pleased to say my technology team works really hard, and they bring a seamless technology back to our merchants and our customers with rewards, loyalty, cashbacks, even instant settlement and transactions. So it really benefits who were actually looking for these kind of transactions.
The SSV Smart Account launch was a big step, taking on names like Monza and Revolut. What will make SSV different?
It's basically how we are challenging the entire market. So what SSV Capital PLC forecast is making up an entire flywheel or a moat. So in terms of technology or FinTech disruption, what kind of disruption we can bring into the market. So SSV SmartPay, using the open banking algorithms, was always to challenge Visa and MasterCard, to be precise. And then SSV Smart Account as a digital wallet or a digital bank, fully regulated, protected, safeguarded by Griffin at the moment. And we are currently bringing a great interest rates for savings fully protected by the FSCS and the current account giving 1.75%. So if you look into, in one instance, my merchants are using those transactions, fetching from one bank account to the other, but now they can actually bank with us with our digital wallet solution, Smart Account. So we are basically covering the entire ecosystem in FinTech at this moment of time, not only by instant settlement, reducing cost, but now they can even potentially bank with us with a current account activity of up to 1.75%, paid daily, paid monthly, calculated daily, so as our savings account, which we can potentially aim to give up to 3.50 to 3.75%, again paid monthly, which is calculated daily. So the entire ecosystem, what we are trying to build, is phenomenal. I think you get a one-stop solution, and you can utilize this one-stop solution for all your accounting or business needs, should I say.
How does SSV Funds in Luxembourg fit into the wider strategy?
Okay, so again, it's all about building the entire ecosystem. So last year, as you may understand, I think I did say that we have established our own GP, so SSV Funds SARL, which stands as a very independent company, and it is a general partner. So we are liaising with many different limited partners worldwide who are seeking an investment opportunity within our fund, and those funds can be easily accessible, and we can utilize it for our FinTech or our Proptech division. So it not only brings the entire ecosystem together, but it's basically benefiting all the companies under those association, under those umbrella, or under the entire SSV.
Looking into 2026, how close are you to building that full embedded finance ecosystem, including a Klarna-style offering?
Oh, wonderful. So that was our third offering. So we want to bring BNPL, buy now, pay later. So basically, after we are looking to get SSV Smart Account from Q2, once we are successful, like we did for Smart Pay last year. So 2025 was all about building up and scaling a Smart Pay solution. This year is all about scaling the digital wallet, which we are safeguarded. And potentially by Q3 of this year, we will be starting to do something on the embedded finance technology using the BNPL. So we are looking at this moment, the technology team is working on it, and I'm hoping by Q3 of the following year, 2027, we should be able to get an entire solution to a merchant, to a customer potentially. Yes.
So an exciting year ahead for the company.
Oh, it is, yes, yes.
So what milestones should we be watching for?
So this year we are mainly focusing on SSV Smart Account, which is, as I told you, a current account and a savings account, fully FCA and FSCS regulated and protected. And we are also potentially aiming to increase our merchant base and our customer base using these kind of algorithms and bring them the best of the solution. You see, the point is not only onboarding them, the point to give them a seamless transaction solution. So now if a merchant, for an example, tries using a Smart Pay solution, now he or she is utilizing the Smart Account solution. So under the one-stop umbrella, he's getting everything. And following the following year, if we can bring the embedded finance under the BNPL, which we are potentially aiming to, it becomes a very simple solution. But we can entirely build a flywheel and a moat to the UK's FinTech market.
Well, I hope you continue to keep us updated with your progress. Thank you very much for coming in today.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me.
Very welcome, Ankur Ghosh, the CEO of SSV Capital.